time to connect, because it's been really helpful. And we have 80 new team members, and that ratio hasn't been the same on all teams. You know, we had a really good effort from you guys during this whole promotion. What was that?
That was my timeline.
Oh, well, and Sharon's live on the timeline. Okay. Hi, friends and family.
Stop live stream.
There you go.
I was going to stream this into our Facebook group, but it said live on timeline. I'm like, okay.
You could, no.
Oh, I just now got your text.
I know, I said it's like live.
Okay.
I know, I need to get everybody on there.
Well, I already started the recording because my favorite part is to hear you guys. So keep talking. I'm going to grab a drink. I want you guys to talk to each other for a few minutes and your excitement. And like Jennifer was saying, you know, she's home now because she's a teacher. So you guys share for a few minutes. I'll be right back. And okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay. I have someone that I spoke to yesterday in Denver that wants a tower garden, but we don't have lights. What? What are you guys how do we secure this sale? Because she really wants it. She's a Walls warrior. She's handicapped. She can't walk it in and out. She can't push it in and out the garage. None of that can happen. It has to be in the house. What are you suggesting to people now? Because we can't put them outside. We don't have any lights. Our windows are all screwed up.
Well, the official plan is to tell them to put it outside until they get lights, but that won't work for everybody. I was thinking, and this
there's a latest update on that. Remember?
Okay, hold on. There is?
From Steve.
Okay, good.
He said you can order online now, and they won't charge you for the lights, but you'll be in line for the waiting list. So there's supposed to be a way to order right now, but you charge the lights until they actually ship. So I would go ahead and place the order knowing you're going to need lights for sure.
Yeah.
And people
was that update recently? Because I just placed a tower garden order and it said it wasn't available. Was that recent?
Right, it's not available,
like
but you might be able to
get in the waiting list.
Have an option to get on some kind of a list as you're trying to do the order. I'm going to go try and do it now and see what happens. I think, Gwen, another thing is, depending how serious the person is, there's always the option of figuring out how many lumens or whatever it is our lights are and what temperature, and just getting something from Amazon.
Well, she lives in Denver, so it's like hydro central.
Right.
There's plenty of stores to shop at.
Warehouse. Right.
So
Home Depot has a ton.
Can do it, but you know.
Home Depot has a bunch. I mean, I just built a little grow box for some seedlings that is awesome. I'm not sharing it yet because I'm experimenting, but it was super easy, and my seedlings are growing thick and better than ever.
Yeah.
But I don't want to share it with customers because it's like another $40, $50. You know, it's like, when does it end? I mean, if you're into it, it never ends. But
if you're a true gardener, it never ends.
Right. Because now that I built a grow box, now I want to build a bigger grow box.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Abby, you're on there.
I know, and guess who? I turned off the video because I haven't showered or anything today. I would just know I have Gwen's husband here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brooke is fixing her kitchen sink.
Wonderful. Well, great to have you guys all on here. So does anyone have their newest team members on here? Go ahead and tell us, just introduce us.
So I have, hold on. Am I echoing, guys?
No, sounds good.
Okay. It's because I have my laptop and phone on. But I have my niece on here, Destiny. She's new. Let's see who else.
Wonderful.
Cool. Welcome, Destiny.
Welcome.
Awesome. Welcome to the team.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Good.
My name's Destiny. I just joined a couple of days ago, and I already got 2 members on my team and some interested people, so I'm excited.
Super.
Yeah, your excitement already comes through, and that's one of the keys is to be more excited than usual when you're sharing. Great. Welcome to the team, Destiny. Okay, and if your sponsor isn't on here, just say, hey, this is, new person, whatever your name is, if you want. Hi, Mandy. I know that we know Mandy's new, Melissa's fairly new, right? She's on the Lunch and Learn yesterday. Anybody else?
Darren, I have Gabby Gold, who's on the line. She rejoined as of moments ago, so I'm super excited. And Jacqueline was gonna try to get on. She has some baby nap things going on. She can hop on. She might be a little bit late.
Okay, great. Well, welcome, Gabby. And
Hi.
Tonight at 7, we're going to be doing the same kind of a thing again. So even if you're on now, we welcome you to get back on again later.
I love you.
Some stuff.
You love me.
Awesome.
And Sharon will be teaching some stuff in a bit, but then there's always the opportunity to just kind of drill it in and learn a little bit better. So welcome, Gabby. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to say, Kristen's amazing, and I've always been, I've been taking Juice Plus for a long time, and I really attribute it to my recovery from COVID. So that is something that's really, I'm very blessed, and I'm ordering Tower Garden today for my 50th birthday. But guys, I'm not 50. I'm 21 with 29 years of experience.
There you go.
Awesome. Today's your birthday?
It was Monday.
Monday. Well, either way, birthday. Happy birthday. And
thank you guys. I missed you, Sharon. And
recovering from COVID.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Day 27.
Are you in New York still?
Yeah, I'm in Westchester. Yep. Unfortunately, but fortunately we got through it. But I do know that, having taken Juice Plus for years, fortified my body. So I don't want to take up too much of our time, but I had to blow it up on Facebook because I said, there's no way I would have this immunity and ability to heal. So thanks.
I'm so glad. And we do have somebody else on our team that has a similar circumstance. I don't see her. I don't think, but wow.
Yeah.
For sharing that. That's 2 in New York, part of it. And, we can't go around saying, you can, that's your story, but we can't as a company, say prevents this or cures this, because we're not a pharmaceutical, but we are super happy about that. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Well, I see a lot of people are coming on. Okay, any other new people?
I have a new person coming on. It's Heather Weeby, and I just called her, and she's joining us, so I don't know if she's on yet.
Awesome. Oh, well, I have a little update on the Tower Garden lights. It looks like when you go to order them, you put your order in as usual. It doesn't do a big banner that says you're on the waiting list. It's just the real news was that they're not going to charge you right away so they kind of log your order. They're not going to start charging you for it until it's shipped. That's it.
Quick question, Doug. In my case, I placed an order 2 days ago. I'll have to go back and order the lights?
You ordered the Tower Garden home with lights?
What's that?
I know without. I could not order it with the lights because it was on back order. It said it wasn't available. So do I go back in the system and order the lights separately?
Well, I would call, I don't know off the top of my head, but are the lights any cheaper when you get them with the system?
No.
No. So then, yeah, you could just go back in and order them. They won't charge you until they ship.
Thank you.
If you order one with lights, I think they'll ship you the Tower Garden and then ship you the lights later if your customers order it with.
Yeah, it's just that it's not available on the site with
Oh, it says not available. Yeah, so order a regular one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bridget, go ahead.
I have a new person on, Sarah Haley, on here. I think she just jumped on, but she joined on the 15th. Are you on there, Sarah? Can you hear me?
Hi, yep, I'm here.
Hi. So I've known Sarah for, our husbands worked together years ago, so that's how we know each other. And she is a mom to 3 little ones and works full time and is now homeschooling also, like the rest of us. But she's been a Juice Plus customer for a few years. The gummies and the cakes, they love those.
Wonderful. And she's working full time right now from home?
Yes, from home.
Okay, I think a bunch of people are. So, you know, just to keep people flow on chat, you know, share with us what else is on you want to. And I think
It's hard to hear you, Sharon.
It's really distorted, Sharon, for some reason.
She's been having a lot of sound issues.
You have 2 phones on, or?
No.
Mine's off. I'm next to her, but it's off.
I turned you guys down because you told me that's maybe a problem. It shouldn't be.
How's it sound now?
Well, you sound great. It was just when Sharon was talking.
Oh, I'm on Sharon's laptop. I changed
Maybe I'm a mumbler. I don't know. Okay.
I think it was interference from somebody else's.
Yeah, somebody
there were a
else.
lot of things in the background, I think. I'll try to be louder. Okay, so any other, you know, hello to new team members? I see one with Lonnie's name. Go ahead.
Heather Weeby is now on.
Okay, Heather Weeby.
Lonnie,
Wonderful.
you want to go ahead, Lonnie?
I do. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi. I have Vicky on. She joined our team for the Blitz. Vicky and I have been working together for a long time. In my business, she does social media stuff and brand management. And she's also, she started the product probably, I don't know, she could hop on and talk in a second, but probably about a month ago, and has had some really amazing results as well in New York. And so I'm super excited to have her on the team.
What?
Vicky, you want to unmute yourself and say hi? Put you on the spot.
Hi. Yeah, I don't think I was muted. Hello.
Welcome.
To the team.
Welcome.
Awesome. So you've already had great results?
Yeah, so I think I've been on it for a month already, I want to say. And so I got on, yeah, I've been on it for about a month.
Wonderful. Okay, so I appreciate that. And what was your name, Vivian?
Vicky.
Oh, Vicky. Okay. Welcome, Vicky. Well, good. And I see Letitia Parker. I see different names that I haven't seen before. And so I know that as a team, we added, it's so crazy to even say it. We added 80 new team members already this month. And it's only the 17th of the month. And so last month was a big month for us, and we added 33.
In the whole month, yeah.
In the whole team and in the whole month. So this is phenomenal. And I don't know what it was, but I think that we really felt like we were gifting people with this incentive, and we're gifting people with the franchise. And I think if you asked us, we would say it's a gift all the time. So let's just keep that momentum and keep gifting. And right now, I have to say that there is an NMD meeting going on with corporate and just updates and stuff. So if we get any updates during this lunch and learn, we are going to we're going to tell you. So I've asked to be texted. Doug is going to monitor. And so if there's any big news, I will let you know. So I'm going to take it to a little bit of training just for a little bit, and then we're going to come back to asking questions, interacting. So think of your questions. Think of any objections that you think you may have, so that we can help you walk through that. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. I hate to do that because I love lunch and learn where everybody can talk, but I'm going to mute you guys for now, and I'm going to share my screen. So welcome to the team. Again, if you're just getting started, I know some of you were new like a week or two ago. I see Dean here. So glad he's on our team and he's plugged in. And so this is part of what we do. We have Monday, Wednesday, Friday lunch and learn. We have lots of events all the time, and we get to see each other. We get to see people who are on the same page with us, who love the idea of Juice Plus, or love the idea of fruits and vegetables, love the idea of making some extra income, or just sharing this gift of health. If I asked you guys, you'd probably say, I just wanted to sign up to get healthier, to get my family healthier, my extended family healthy. And that is the heart of all of us. So it's more about caring about other people and sharing what you've learned. So that's what we do. We learn and we share. And sometimes we invite people to learn at the same time as we're sharing. So as we're learning. And anyway, so I wanted to talk to you about what makes our business different, what makes Juice Plus different. Part of it is just so that you can relax and calm any fears that you might have about joining our business. And so I'm gonna go to one of my favorites, my favorite bullet point lists. And I know that the team has already heard this before, so I apologize, and I'm gonna do it as quick as I can for you guys. But some of the things that I love, and these are things I share, you know, with new people. So if your new person isn't on here right now, this is something that you can be proud of. The first quadrant on this bullet point list on the left is that Juice Plus is the largest selling nutritional product in a capsule in the world. So these are things that you can hold on to. It's the most researched nutritional product in a capsule in the world. There are 40 peer-reviewed medical journals saying Juice Plus works, okay? So there is no question about that. And so if people start questioning you, you just send them the research, okay? And you don't want to get into whole conversations about that. You send them to the doctors or the research studies, and your sponsor can help you with that. We have a food label that separates us. Our company went to great lengths to be certified as a food, okay? And then NSF certification, that's a certification that goes one step further than most supplements or products out there, where we are certified that what's on the label is in the product, what's on the product is in the label, nothing more, nothing less, which you can't really say about a lot of products on the shelf, okay? And also products on the shelf do not have research, trust me. They might have borrowed research, like, okay, this berry had some research in this country and that berry works great, but maybe they didn't do the research on the product on humans. And they definitely didn't do many research studies over and over confirming. So I've been with the company for 20 years, have seen it all, have looked at it all. Juice Plus is the most researched nutritional product in the world. You can ask Siri and it'll tell you. Okay, so NSF certification, they go in and they make sure it's safe, okay? We've already got the effectiveness covered with research. We've got the safety covered with NSF. That's a not-for-profit agency that comes in and makes sure there's no herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals, mold, bacteria, or banned substances. And so it's also certified for sports, because sports players, Major League or Olympic, they need each bottle certified that there are no banned substances. So we've got all that going for us. And then you look at other products, and sometimes it says not safe for children or whatever, maybe not safe for pregnancy. Juice Plus has been used womb to tomb in pregnancy and beyond. And also we are able to give children age 4 through 18 free Juice Plus capsules or chewables with an adult sponsor who's going to fill out survey information about their health, okay? And they can get that free for up to 4 years, and undergraduate and college can get it free, okay? So then the other part is, and this is more on the product, is that thousands of doctors recommend Juice Plus. When you see that we have an event tonight with Dr. Mitra Ray, or last night with Dr. Pamela Benitez, or, you know, all these different names, they have come upon their own discovery of why Juice Plus is great, and they feel like they have to recommend Juice Plus because they've read the research, because they've done their due diligence. So thousands of doctors recommend Juice Plus, including my pediatrician, including, you know, a lot of people like Dr. William Sears, you know, who's America's pediatrician. So thousands of doctors recommend Juice Plus. And you can look at those doctors on healthylivingrevolution.com. We have a lot of those webinars by our doctors who are forward-thinking doctors. Okay, so that's about the product. See how it's like a quadrant on the left? Down under that is what I love about this business. It's a small product line. You don't need to know a bunch of different products, okay? We don't have a whole big catalog of, you know, toilet paper or paper products. Well, you wish, right? But just kidding. Oils and shampoos and all these things. That's more of, I've joined a buyer's club, okay? And now I have access to all these products. That's not what this is. This is a small product line, same message. You're not talking out of many sides of your mouth. You're only focused on, let's increase your plants. And let's do that either through Juice Plus micronutrients, the omega, plant-based omega, the Tower Garden, or the complete shake. Those are the 4 doors, basically. And so really small product line, you're not saying a bunch of different things. You're focusing in on plants and whole food nutrition and fruits and vegetables, which has been around forever, and people cannot find a controversy with fruits and vegetables. Okay, so we are focused on mostly fruits and vegetables. So that makes our life easier to only have a few products to focus on, and it makes our message super clear. So that's why it's great to have a small product line. Secondly, most of our products are consumable. Juice Plus, the Omega, the Shake, those are consumable products. So people continue to consume them and they run out and then they order them again. So to have a consumable product brings in residual income. So you can have customers that order, now and then 5 years from now, 2 years from now, whatever, that all add up because they keep taking their Juice Plus. So it's like having a hit record on a radio station. It keeps playing, and the people who made those records, they get royalties. That's like what we do. We get people on Juice Plus. We help them to understand the power of fruits and vegetables, why they need it, why they have a gap and all that. Because sometimes people think they're healthy just because they have an absence of symptoms. But this helps them what we do helps them to get educated and understand that they need fruits and vegetables. And so as long as we help them to be educated, they will continue to consume their Juice Plus. And you heard some already amazing stories of, they're thankful that they're consuming their Juice Plus. And so we make residual income from that. We put the order in and we just maintain it. We say, hey, are you ready for your next shipment? We keep educating them, inviting them to things. But just touching base, we don't have to keep putting orders in new, it's already in the system. So it's pretty cool. We are part of the wellness industry that continues to grow, even in hard times, okay? And that happened in the recession, like in 2006, 7, 8, whenever that was. Mission driven, our company is mission driven. Our mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. So that's what we focus on, whatever we can do to inspire healthy living. Our company, at the home office, you'll see one of their main missions is to inspire healthy giving around the world. So they give to St. Jude's, they give to Boys and Girls Club, and I knew I was going to run out of one. Volunteers of America. Okay, so that's they're really focused on that, and they give to us. It's a partnership. Okay, I should have changed this poster. It's $52 to start, or for some of you, free, yay, with the Blitz. And so $52, so $1 a week buys you your own virtual franchise that you can have at home, that you could do anywhere. That's the best part. And now we are a 50-year-old company, and we are in more than 20 countries. Is it 24 now? I don't know. We've 23 or 24. And now it's like 16 billion in sales. I must have not moved the right thing in here. Okay, sorry, I didn't move the right bullet point list in here, but I have an updated one. And the leaders and the consumers, they are retained. People stay with Juice Plus community. They love the community. They love all they've learned for their families, for themselves, for others. I told you it's not a buyer's club where you're like focused on, okay, why don't you become a member of this club and then you can buy up all these things. Our customers don't have to be members or distributors to buy Juice Plus. So that's a little bit of the difference with that. The best part I love telling new people are there are no quotas. You don't have to sell a certain amount every month to be in your position. Once you are at a position, it's permanent. You don't have to keep inventory. We do have some fun things. We have pocket packs and we have individual shake that you could give out to people, but you could also consume it yourself. But mostly you just want to have your own product for your family. And then if you want to buy those things, you count them as a write-off. Okay, so no territorial restrictions. Who is who you're going to have a relationship with. Those are the people you're going to share with. Our very first people were our, mom, sister, sister-in-law, people like that. And then you want to talk to people at work. You want to talk to people in your extended family. So your territory is who you know or who you're talking to. So there's always a constant list of people that you're getting to know or running into who may have heard of Juice Plus or may have not. but it's a number of exposures. So if you are the one that is making sure people know that you do Juice Plus and that you are on this mission, you're going to be the one that they're going to come to or eventually say yes to. Okay, so there is a benefits package to the top level position in the company, and actually the level right below that. And then there's also benefits for a couple levels below that. They give a business investment bonus. But as far as medical benefits, dental, orthodontic, things like that, that is to national marketing directors. And then qualified national marketing directors get a similar package. They just don't get the major medical stuff, you know, like the regular medical doctor visits. They get telemedicine, dental, stuff like that. So it's been a great journey for Doug and I. This is our income for the family of 5. And this is a future for you if you want it to be. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to our QSC goal. Okay, for people who just signed up, you want to pay attention to this because and this is from thefreedomrevolution.com. I've clipped some things together how I want to teach it on my PowerPoint, but just know you can go to thefreedomrevolution.com. Okay, we've got something. Okay, here, we got something from Amy. Okay, so on thefreedomrevolution.com under compensation, United States, you would be able to watch videos, be able to look at the phase 1 document, but I'm gonna put it into how I wanted to teach you today on my PowerPoint, okay? So the goal of the Blitz was to get people signed up and to help them get to the 2nd commission level within 30 days. Then they gave us already 5 extra days, okay, just in case there were any computer problems, okay? But basically QSC in 30 days. Usually it's a 60-day journey with a $300 bonus for the person and their sponsor each, and a free conference ticket for the person who's doing it. But the mindset is, you know, if you're cleaning the house and you have 4 hours, you're gonna take 4 hours maybe. If you only have an hour, you're going to run around and do it in an hour. So for us to focus in on 30 days on this Blitz and really make it one of the higher priorities in our life, it can be done. It has been done by many people. So let's talk about how it can be done. The QSC position, which stands for Qualifying Sales Coordinator position in 30 days. The first thing I want you to know, and this chart is on thefreedomrevolution.com, but I've kind of cut a little bit of it, is that the volume, the promotional volume, the company gives you all the volume for promotion purposes. You know, you might only pay $75 a month for the trio blend, but they're going to give you the whole $300 toward your promotion. So with the Tower Garden, the promotional points are half of what the full price is. So when you're looking at the chart, you can see the Tower Garden Flex is $620. The product volume is $310. They will give you that whole $310, even though that's paid on installment for 12 months. They're gonna say, okay, we're gonna give you that $310 towards your promotion. Okay, same with the Trio blend. The volume is $300. The price is $300. So on Juice Plus products and Shake, all Juice Plus products and Shake, they give you the same product volume as price, okay? So I want you just to know that as a background. And so when I tell you that to get to the 1st commission level, you need about 3 trio blends or 3 Tower Gardens or a mixture of 3 and then something else, you know, because it's really 3 1/3, because 3 Tower Gardens is 930. 3 trios is 900. You need like 1 extra thing that has like 100, okay? That would be like the shake or the berries or something. Okay, hopefully I haven't lost you guys yet. The volume is equal to the price on Juice Plus. The volume is equal to half the price on Tower Gardens. All right, going to the next slide. So we've still got that up in the top hand corner if you need to refresh yourself on that. Partner Plus is the very first commission level, getting to the 5%. You need 1,000 promotional points or product volume to get there. It's super quick. It could be you, your husband or spouse, and your best friend. That's 3 trios. And by all means, you should be on the Shake, in my opinion, or the Omega. So that would take care of that extra 100 volume. So that's why I've added these other little pictures that these have different volume amounts. Like, I don't know, pocket packs have 125, berry pocket packs 70. So, you know, you could play around with that, but basically it's 1,000 points to get to the very first commission level. So not only are you making sales profit, which we haven't talked about, but you're also making commission, okay? You're always gonna make sales profit no matter what, okay? That's a given. On a trio, it's $30, okay? On a tower garden, it's $155 sales profit. So, you know, there's a variation. That's on the freedomrevolution.com, or your sponsor can send you the whole chart. But I wanted to narrow it down to talking about promotion today. So 3 to 3 1/3 trios or equivalent get you to that very first commission level. So really you could do that in a day. And I saw some of our team did. All right, because you want to reach out to your very closest people and say, oh my gosh, I'm doing this, you should do this. It's fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you got to the first commission level by doing 1,000 points or dollars, because they give you the whole dollar amount on a trio, which is 300. And so you have 3 1/3 trios or equivalent. So now you need for the second position to, you know, you've already got 1,000 under your belt. Qualifying sales coordinator is 4,000, and you're only going to need 3,000 more. All right, hopefully that makes sense. It's not 5,000, it's 4,000 total using that 1,000 you just got. And so that is a 10% commission level. You definitely want to get there. That is what you need to get to qualify for the $400 bonus, to do that within 30 days, and also the free conference ticket. So 4,000 points within 30 days. It's approximately 14 trios between you and at least one partner. You have to have one partner at least with one order, okay? Now it could be 10 quads, or in place of the Omega, you could think of the shake. Same amount of PVC pretty much, 3 trios, you know, shake, all kinds of things you could order, but it has to equal 4,000 within 30 days. I hope that makes sense. All right, so the other thing you could do is say, oh my gosh, I only had to get my trio, my spouse's trio, and somebody else a trio, and then I got myself some Omega or some shake or some bars. I got all these things for me. Why don't I just tell my friends they can get them, their spouse, and their mother, or sister, or brother, or cousin on Juice Plus, and they could also get some shake or a tower garden, whatever. So 3 other people, that makes it a lot easier for you to get to the 4,000 quickly. You do your 1,000, you get 3 friends to do 1,000. Okay, so that's another way, okay? Or any variation thereof. You have to have 1, you don't need to have 3, but 3 makes it a lot easier. Okay, I think that was it on that. So, okay, I get to rest. What do you have? You got any news?
Oh, here's another one.
Okay, well, all right. Well, you read up on all that. Let's see who's got questions. Unmute yourself, raise your hand, any of those things. Oh goodness, I've made them all go silent.
Wait.
I have a question.
Here we go.
Okay, good, please.
Forget the tower garden in the background if it's making too much noise.
What was that?
Oh, first of all, I want to welcome Rihanna.
Rihanna?
Rihanna, welcome.
Where is she? Oh, I see her.
And she was sponsored by Durrell. So anyway, I see she's on here.
Wonderful.
But my other question was the helping to get people started list that we got from you, Doug, with the, send the email to send them and everything. Should we still kind of follow that? I'll tell you what I was doing just this week, because I felt it was a little bit faster. I was doing kind of what Sharon just did, and Rihanna will know this, we went over this last night, going, besides taking them through the Partner Plus process of setting up their virtual office, then I went to the freedomrevolution.com and went over phase 1 and I went over, just like Sharon did, the price schedule there. And then we explained that. And then we went through the rest of the phase 1 document and then showed them where to download the worksheet for Partner Plus. And then for QSC, and showed them how it tallies it up for them and how they can then move that 1,000 points over. And so as far as the next step in training, is it better to go now?
Let me go ahead and answer that. Well, okay. I'll start by saying the NMDs, but they're the stuff we're getting texted from that meeting. They're actually, I got a video over here. I'm just sending your mic closer. Oh. So yeah, so the company had 3 times more new partners in 2 days than usually occur in 90 days.
So that's the news from the company right now.
Yeah. So what the NMDs are talking about is how to support and how important it is that all of us support all these new people. Mm-hmm. So we all need to work really hard and hold everybody's hand and do on-the-job training, 3-way calls, and help them learn as they earn. So Nanette, so the paper I sent you, that was, if you recall, we were kind of trying that out because Sharon and I were working on the startup process. And that was a variation of Michelle Ball's startup from Canada. Since then, I think Sharon and I are leaning back again toward the more laid back startup method. If somebody comes out of the gate and they're like, hey, I want to build a $5,000 a month business and they really want training, then I think that worksheet is perfect. And it really takes them through everything that they need to do. But a lot of people kind of just move along slowly, or they want to just know,
I was trying to turn that
don't spotlight you.
I was trying to spotlight you.
Okay. So I think that's why we've been saying lately to just show people the Lisa Radici startup video, which is very simple. And it's just so distracting that Sharon's on the screen. You go to gallery view.
Okay.
And then make sure you're not spotlighted. So I think it's a little overwhelming. The way my brain works, that startup method with lots of detail is the way I think. But I think a lot of people, I think the getting started version that's on the Freedom Revolution doesn't seem very complete to me, but I do think it works. So I think the bottom line is this. It's not really rocket science. Like even the numbers that Sharon is sharing right now, if somebody shares Juice Plus and they get orders, they are going to get promotions. So the bottom line is to really, if somebody's brand new, if Mandy's, she's in the middle of my screen. If Mandy's new, what she really needs to know is who should she talk to? What should she say? What is an effective social media post? How do I put an order in? And what is this freedom thing you keep talking about? So show them the Freedom Revolution. Then if they're excited, they can learn more and more and more. But the bottom line is, what is the least things they can learn to be successful? I think that's what we should teach them. So in my opinion, that's the Lisa Radici video because she does a great little startup. It's very simple. I see Michelle nodding her head. And I think that's I think that's the way it is. You just teach them enough to keep going. And then do they need to know like what the third promotion level is? Not really until they're on the second one. You know what I mean? And then you can set the target for the third one. So yeah. So Mandy, I see you said your startup kit's coming. That's good. And we need to share the Lisa Radici video.
I'm going to show them where to find it because
Okay.
I keep sharing it, but it's better to teach your team to fish.
There you go.
So I'm going to share my screen. All you do is put in Team Transformers in your search. Hopefully you're a member of that, or Team Take Action for Stacy's team. Some of you are in both. You click on that, and if you're on your computer, I'm going to great lengths to do this for you guys all the time because there's so many events that are offered to us and so many suggestions we have for you Right here is the Lisa Radici Get Started Simply, used for new team right here. Okay, that's a video. That is the one that we suggest. The Freedom Revolution has Jennifer Myers and Mitra Ray on there. That's fine too. We love this one. I think they're both fine. I started to listen to the other one. I didn't get to finish it, but I love this one. And then we have a couple of product events that we just did with our whole team that really outlines all the products and has some of our team on there. So we love that for educating our team and letting them get to know what we talk about and who our people are. So this will always update you on what's going on. So I updated you on, now you got 5 extra days, our Blitz Buddies. And so that's the main topic. But then there's events, and they're in date order. Okay, so you see the news, you see the lunch and learn. Tonight we're gonna have a pop-up meeting in case people couldn't get on at 12. Now we're having one at 7. So then, and then Mitra Ray, there's an updated flyer. So when you're on your phone though, the problem is it doesn't come up right away. You know, you have to actually click announcements to find it on your phone, but that is where you're gonna find the Lisa Radici one easily, and we'll keep it on there, you know, for quite a while because we love it.
So when you watch that video, you have your new person watch the Lisa Radici startup, she's gonna reference things like the Freedom Revolution. She's actually gonna go through it a little bit near the end, I believe. But the most important thing, and the thing they reminded us in the NMD meeting that's happening as we speak, is that you need to lock arms with your sponsor. Okay, the person that signed you up, you're going to be very connected with them. So when we're talking to our direct people, we're saying now don't feel bad. And sponsors, I'm talking to you now. Make sure your new people know that they shouldn't feel bad about, like, quote, bothering you. We love when people bother us. We want to be contacted. We want to walk with you. This is, it's exciting when we have new team members, as you'll find out soon. So it's exciting. So keep talking to them. Ask them questions like, okay, I just messaged 5 people. I haven't heard anything back. What should I do now? You know, and then your sponsor will say, oh, don't worry, just hang on. You know, and then tomorrow, oh, they're still ghosting me or something, or this one said this, what do I say? And they'll give you some advice on what to say. So I think really being connected in the beginning is super important, because let's say if your sponsor was Michelle or Jules or Nilani, these guys, they have like 7, 8, 9, 10 years experience doing this. Okay, and there's nothing that's going to happen in your business that they haven't already seen. And they're here to help you, and they love it. We love it. Okay, so make sure you're connected with your sponsor. Okay. Any other questions? That was like a long answer to a startup question.
That was great, thanks.
There's a question about the difference between PVC and promo PC. I was looking.
I just answered that on there.
Oh, great. Okay, cool.
Okay. So
I have a question.
Yes.
Sharon, it's Bridget. So if our new team member already has orders, will that automatically move from me under her? And then will those points count, or those points count only if it reshipped?
If it was in April that it reshipped, then yes. It's supposed to count. Or I know new orders in April, but most likely reship, since that's part of our compensation plan anyway, if it's in April.
Okay.
If it's in April. But what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to let the company, they asked us, because there's so many new people, there's like 6,000 new reps, so there's a little bit of a backlog. They're scrambling. They're doing 14-hour shifts, they said, at the home office, getting it all ready. So let it get settled a little bit, and then I would go back and I would check it and make sure those orders are in the right spot.
Okay, but I don't have to do anything to move the order. That happens automatically. Cool, thank you.
It should happen automatically. I want to make sure by the end of the month that the orders are where they're supposed to be. I think, Nanette, you're warbly right now.
Yeah. Try again, Nanette.
I love these questions.
I think she
Okay, Mandy wanted us to explain the omega product. I'm going to give that to Nalani, our resident naturopathic. Oh, you have a lot of titles. I'm just going to say naturopathic physician.
Righty, so the omegas are full spectrum, omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And we have videos on the omegas that explain that. So that would be great. If you go to the Freedom Revolution and click on videos, you'll find those. And what makes this good is, of course, it has not only all of those omegas, but you don't have to have fish to have it. So that's another real strong point for people who are trying to have less animal products in their diet. And so the fish eat algae, and that's how they get their omegas when people think omegas only come from fish. So we go straight to the algae and also to other plant sources where the omegas are rich. And the omegas are very strong. They help the brain, particularly, and the brain is because it's 60% fat. You know, you're gonna have to tell me when to shut up, Sharon. The brain is 60% fat, and the quality of the lipid, which is the fat around each brain cell, is based on the quality of the fats that you're eating. So it's really good if you've got all those omegas, giving you a better quality for the brain, as well as for the eyes and the skin. And I think that's enough, right?
That's great. Any other specific questions about the omegas? Is that good, Mandy?
Yes, thank you.
And notice, Nalani's one of the leaders on our team, and notice how she not only told you about it, but she referred to where we would find videos about it. So Nalani's really great at using systems, and she's really great at the business. So thanks for being a good role model there.
Thanks.
Good job, Nalani.
Thank you.
Okay, what other questions you guys have? What about objections? What was the objection I heard this morning? Oh, I remember, but I'll let you guys come up with your own.
I think one of the most common questions or objections people, not questions, but objections people hear when they're new is it's expensive. So this seems like it's the typical new person's objection to Juice Plus. So do you want to go ahead and answer that one, Sharon?
I have something on that from the person that called and ordered 2 Trio Children's Health Studies from me the other day. We've been sharing Juice Plus with them for over 10 years. And she came to this decision on her own without my prompting, that by going to Whole Foods and buying her each vitamin and probiotics and all this other stuff, that she's spending about $200 a month. And so she realized that she knows, this is what she said to me. She goes, I know Juice Plus is a great product. And now I realize that I could save money by getting Juice Plus. So a lot of people, what I try to remind people is if they're into supplements, if they understand supplementation, it usually is more expensive to get a good, what you think is a good quality supplement. But even those supplements probably don't have research, specific product research done on them. So, you know, one of the things I like to emphasize is that, you know, we all need to use supplements because we're not getting enough nutrients from our food, but this actually isn't that expensive if you realize it in comparison to other products. But
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just wanted to add to that. It's just that there are a lot of people who don't buy supplements because they feel they cannot even afford those. So there are the 2 different groups. There are those who it's like it's just spending more money, and so
that's the group I was going to go to next. So you have something for them, right? Do you have that or no?
Yes. Actually, yeah, it's the feel, felt, found.
Yeah.
I know how you feel. I felt the same way, which is true. And so what I did is, instead of spending more money, I looked at how I can invest the same money differently. So I looked at my food bill and I saw cookies, crackers, bottled juices, which are just like, you know, like sugar water, and cereal. Cereals are so expensive. So when I took those off, I had more than enough money to get all of my Juice Plus products. That's what I say.
So I spoke to somebody today and I figured out, and now I've forgotten probably, what $2.50 is times, it's $17.50, if that's still the same number. $2.50 times 7. So if they think of it as a grocery budget, I mean, who can go to the store for $17.50 for a week? You know, they can have 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries, concentrates in their body every day, and fruits and vegetables in their kids' body every day for $17.50 a week. Okay, so how much groceries are they buying? If they think about that as just a foundation that they should be buying fruits and vegetables anyway for better health, that this is actually buying the person and their child a better immune system, you know, all the things the research says. I like to say it's bought me a better body, and it will just keep their body functioning better for $17.50 a week. So I like to bring it down to that, or the $2.50 a day. Or if they can't afford the $2.50 a day, what is it, $150 for the 20 fruits and vegetables? It's $50 a month. So I don't know, $1.66, okay, or $1.67. So yeah, feel, felt, found is good. I did go over that with this person too. So when they say, you know, that sounds expensive, number one, maybe they haven't watched a video about, you know, what the difference is between vitamins and Juice Plus or something else out there in Juice Plus. So really, if they don't see the value, part of it is they have not watched a video, okay? So you just say, hey, did you get to watch the video? And then you kind of know where you stand right there. But you could say, if they say, oh, it sounds expensive, you could, number one, ask compared to what, if you want, without being a smart aleck. You know, you gotta tone that down. But compared to, what are you comparing it to? That's probably a better way. If you want to ask that question, but you could just go ahead and say, you know, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Or if you didn't feel the same way, you say others have felt the same way. And once they realize that this is not a vitamin, this is not a supplement, this is actually going to give you a lot of the vitamins, minerals, things you need, because it's a whole food source. It's more like buying groceries. This is part of your grocery budget. This is more like buying spinach, kale, broccoli, parsley, cranberries, beets, oranges, papaya, pineapple, you know, not papaya, sorry, mango, pineapple, you know, those kinds of things that are in Juice Plus. That's what you're buying. And so anyway, feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. Others have felt the same way. What they've found is, so you agree with them. I understand what you're thinking, you know, and if somebody does raise an objection, it's totally normal. You're gonna get objections. That's because you're talking to people. If you're not talking to people, you're not gonna get objections. So the way you do the business is you become better at not getting upset when somebody brings up an objection. Then you have to overcome the objection. You have to embrace the objection because you know it's coming, because it's normal. And the reason why they're saying an objection is because they want to do it. But you need to help them understand why they can reconcile this and say yes. So if you stop at the objection, you're never going to get the yes. Okay, does that make sense? Michelle's like, yes, she knows, right? That's how it's had to go. I mean, I wish it was like jewelry. Yeah, give me that diamond, or like, give me that turquoise, but it's not that easy. We have to know that we have to become better at it. And, you know, there is no failing. It's with practice. And you can always get your sponsor or leader on the phone with you to help you, or bring them to an event where some of that is talked about. Okay, what else?
Oh, I just wanted to add to that, if that's okay. Along what you're saying, I reached out to a friend yesterday morning. I gave her the job of watching the video when she came home from work. Good. And then she's, a lot of the objections I'm getting right now are financial, simply because of the situation we're in. Mm-hmm. So I'm just trying to be supportive. And several people have asked me, you know, can I get a smaller quantity, et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, I just worked that out with them. But this is one of my best friends. So I was harassing her last night and I said, I understand and I don't want you to do something. This is less than your grocery bill. And it pretty much equals out to a Friday night dinner out with you and your husband, which you haven't done all quarantine. She was like, I know. So, and I probably wouldn't give that example to anybody, but like I said, it's one of my best friends. So I was just sort of giving her a hard time, but you know, I understood and told her just to wait and see what happens so that she feels comfortable.
They are going to spend money. So it's up to us to bring that value up on their priority chart. They will spend money. Everybody's spending money. They will spend it somewhere. Are they going to spend it on wellness and stay out of the doctor's office? You know, that's the thing. And Ken wrote, Alicia used to pay $500 a month for prescriptions for her family. So, you know, part of that is to, you know, have that wellness side. I know for this quarantine or coronavirus, when I read some of the suggestions, one person suggested Mucinex. So I bought 2 of those. Those are expensive. They're like $12 a bottle, and they're sitting in my linen closet. I'm a little mad when I see them. You know, so Juice Plus is not expensive compared to things like that. You know. Okay, well, I think it's a good time. Bye, Gabby.
Well, I'm gonna give them one little announcement.
Oh, good. Yes.
How about a little announcement?
Ooh,
there's
good.
some. Let's not say what the org chart changes, but there's some org chart shuffling. It looks like happening at corporate, but they're adding a position, and that will be for somebody that is a sales director that specifically supports the Spanish-speaking community, which is great because we have a growing Spanish team. So that's pretty cool. So that person will make sure, you know how like right now, like Nicole on our team is like translating videos and stuff and making like home versions of PowerPoints for the whole field. Now there's going to be somebody on staff that's doing that, which is more appropriate. I'm super excited about that.
Okay, we have a couple more things. Okay, so tonight at 7, we're just going to have like a lunch and learn, but at night.
Kind of like this.
Basically.
It's like a welcome for the new team. And I'm going to get a little crazy here and say, what if, I mean, of course, you got to bring your people on. If you sign somebody up, bring them on. If you're brand new and you're here, come on again, because we're pretty unpredictable and you have no idea what it might look like tonight. But what if you had just invited somebody that might want to take a look at our business tonight to just see what our community's like? Why not? It'll work. I think we covered basics today and they could learn about it. And I think Sharon and I forgot to tell our story, and we'll tell our story tonight. So that way those people could hear that too.
Right. Did you want us to share our story today, Michelle?
We'll do it tonight.
She's like, yes.
Okay, so when I first heard of Juice Plus 9 years ago, it was because of Sharon, but her story really was like, oh my goodness. Like, so I would love for you to share your story.
Okay, I will share my story. Okay. And I'll mention something else to you guys, the team. It took a blitz where, we're giving away $52. We're giving an extra $100 for the bonus. We can blitz on our own. I had hoped that the news from corporate was going to be that we're having another blitz. We have conference next week. We want to plug people into conference starting Thursday. That's coming. So we need to do our own blitz. If the company's not doing more blitzes for the next 3 or 4 or 5 days, we need to blitz it up. And if that means that it takes, hey, I picked you, I'm going to pay for your distributorship, by all means, if you want to do that. You don't have to do that. It's cheap. I mean,
I don't even know if that's even necessary. I mean, if we think about it, if you're brand new, that probably wasn't the reason. It wasn't like all of a sudden it was free to be a Juice Plus distributor and that's why you did it. It probably was because it was free, the person that invited you finally invited you again or invited you for the first time. So I think it wasn't really a deal breaker. I think what it did was free us up to really share more. And we all did share more. So I think we all should learn from this and realize that we need to open up our mouths and really be sharing what we have because it is awesome. It's awesome.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my story as quickly as possible. I was totally run down. didn't know anything about nutrition, so feel free. You're going to be able to succeed in this business. You don't need to know anything about nutrition. You just start learning, changing a little bit here and there, sharing. And so I just shared what I was learning, which was the power of fruits and vegetables, that every day that you don't have enough, it's like standing in front of an x-ray machine. I'm like, what? I saw the American Cancer Society poster and it was all fruits and vegetables. That's how you prevent disease. And I was like, what? I have 2 master's degrees, never heard of this. I was like, oh my goodness, how can this be? So I was just amazed at what I was learning. And that's what really fueled me. And I was so thankful. Once I saw that American Cancer Society poster and I knew I was ingesting fruits and vegetables every day, I was like, okay, good. Thank goodness. Because if I would have seen that poster but didn't have Juice Plus, I'm not one of the healthiest eaters, so I wouldn't have known what to do. So this is a tool we've used for our family for 20 years. Over time, I learned that, you know, food is not food. Food isn't the same, all the different types of food, just, you know, we need actual nutrients to fuel our body. So I started to share that. And so my mission became for people to know the truth about food and then make their decisions. So I wanted to make sure they knew that things that didn't rot, that's not really food. Things that were processed, all that. But that nutrients, live enzymes, fruits and vegetables, that's what fuels your cells. That's what helps remake your body, better skin, better everything, right? Better energy, all that. So I started to just share that. And so that was one of my missions. That fueled me to share with other people. The second mission was I was able to be home with my kids after starting to make money, not knowing I was going to make very much money. I thought it was like a little rebate money. You know, I ordered Juice Plus, I get some money back in the check, which is what a lot of you might have signed up for. But then I started to really get a customer base and I started to pay for my car insurance and car. And then I started to see, oh my goodness, I'm making hundreds of dollars. That's awesome. And then I got a really awesome partner. I was a high school guidance counselor. I got the partner next door and we fueled each other and we'd say, did you juice them? Did you juice them? Did you juice them? We'd talk back and forth. Did you juice them? Because there'd be teachers going through our lobby all the time. And so she would juice them or I would juice them or I would be the amenter or she'd be. And so that was like third party validation. You want to have that buddy in the business. So that's how that went for a while. Then I was home with 2 babies in a row. And so then I was in a little bit of a lull. But then I finally realized because my upline people kept moving up the compensation plan and I saw them getting promoted and I also saw I liked being home. I liked helping people. I felt like I was helping more people. I felt like I was getting 2 more degrees or 3, nutrition, business, personal growth or speaking. All these things are wrapped into this, you know? And so I started to really value this extra thing that I had going on. I never thought that I would. I had that second master's degree, so I'd be in a pigeonhole job of a guidance counselor for the rest of my life. Well, I could see that I could bypass that and actually bypass that amount of money and have benefits from home and be with these 2 beautiful children that I had. So then over time, my mission became to help other mommies be able to stay home with their kids, but not just stay home, but create a significant income to contribute. So then I started to make the mortgage payment. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm home and I can make the mortgage payment. And I, as a guidance counselor, I should have known this existed, but it was vocational school or college or where are you going? I don't know. Those were like the options. So for me, this didn't exist in my repertoire and I was just amazed. So I started to share and I really felt comfortable sharing with other mommies because I was like, man, they don't need to go off to work and drop their kids off if they don't want to, or they don't need to be home and not, you know, and be pinching pennies like I saw other people do. So I started to share, and that's what I said to Michelle in the parking lot of LA Fitness. I said, you know what, I have a couple master's degrees, but my mission now is to help other mommies be able to stay home with their children and create a significant income. She's like, what? That's what I want. So find your mission, figure out your mission, what you want. And so then after that, I had another baby at home. That was Emma, the girl, after 7 years. And so being home allowed me to realize more dreams that I didn't even know I had. And that's what happens if you keep putting one step in front of the other and continuing to share. You don't know what dreams are ahead of you, but it's all good. You know, keep sharing. It's going to create more of a flexible lifestyle that you can enjoy. It's going to create great friends and community and all that. But so over time, right around when Emma was born, or actually she was in the womb, I gave my national marketing director speech. So that's when I got benefits. Right now it's Cigna. It's like amazing benefits, just the same as if I was at the school board or at the hospital system, which I've been at both. And then extras are like college tuition, $1,000 at Christmas, things like that that the company throws in. Well, then after that, I didn't realize that it would be a dream, but I'd always prayed for my husband to get healthier. So then he started to latch onto the business eventually too. And now we're both home. So I can't imagine anything better than getting our paycheck while we're able to be home, be with the family, and have that flexible schedule and help people. That's all we really want to do. We help people, we give. And this is a servant leadership type of position where we don't make any income unless we're helping you get customers or team members, or helping them get customers or team members. So that's what we do, and we enjoy it every day. There's not a day that's not exciting. There's always new things, always new people, and new stories of great benefits. So thanks for asking, Michelle. Hope I didn't bore the other people who've heard this story probably a million times, but in a different way. All right, I'm going to call it off so you guys can go and get busy. All right, have a good one.
See you guys tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you.